Well, today, I decided to turn my spirit box back on and I let the ancestors talk. I don't really have to ask questions or anything like that. I got some interesting EVPs today. The ancestors came through. Some of them wanted to play, some of them laughed, some cried when I said they couldn't stay. They wanted to stay with me. But there's too much energy in my house already, so they can't stay. But I asked them what the spirits thought about my neighbors, and they said haters and niggas. I thought that was hilarious. And then the spirit, excuse me, I had an itch that happens to a lot of us high priestess. We get a nose itch, we burp, it happens when spirits are around. And basically, there's one strong ancestor that comes through. Some people say ghosts, some people say spirits, but I'm always surrounded by multiple. I don't actually need the spirit box to communicate. I have told people this before. I can see and hear without it. But when I'm drained, the spirit box helps me because they can draw from the box. The frequencies that come out of the box, they don't need me. I don't have to ask questions. They let me know things. One of the ancestors came through strong and said that I was chosen because I had purpose. Another ancestor came through and said that I was a pure being. Another interesting uh, ancestor came through and they said the universe is alien. And I thought that was very interesting. So I'm going to turn on my box, and I'm gonna let you hear it for yourself. And I'm not going to ask any questions or anything. And whatever comes through, and we'll analyze it later. And this box, it's not generating words or anything. It's just letting out static, and whatever static comes through the app or whatever, they're able to gather the energy to speak. So you're hearing the white noise by itself. So I'll turn it up just a little bit more. And I just switch frequencies to see what comes through. Anything else you want to tell me about my neighbors that be talking when I'm walking because they read my Facebook? If you didn't hear that, the spirits are talking to each other. There's a lot of them in my space because me and my husband are two different ways of life. So we both deal with ancestors differently. So they're having conversations. The ancestors are speaking in my house. I love you too. So you can tell I'm not tampering with anything. Like I'm laying here on camera and just flipping the channel to see what comes through. Now that little girl, oh, Set. Set's in here, and that is true. There is a statue of Set in here. The little girl that comes through, she actually lived here long, long time ago. I had a neighbor tell me about the deaths that happen in here. I don't like the childlike spirits, but I see them run around me all the time. I've seen them. The childlike spirits came around because of my statues that came from Chester, and the one of them is a little girl. So, if you guys be on my social media, one of the statues is a little girl. Now, the crying spirit that is a woman that passed away in this building. Um, I believe in the beginning, like of the '60s. She speaks to me a lot. She cries, you know. I don't ask their names. I don't need to know. They'll tell me their names. I don't need to ask their names. She's such a little cutie pie. Whenever I hear her voice, I see a little girl in like one of those, back in the day, the sailor dress with the puffs and things like that. I see red. Yeah. There's a lot of them in here. I always ask her why she's crying. I even get Danny, the spirit that passed away in the apartment upstairs. I even get him coming through sometimes. Right before I should have videoed the whole session, but I didn't. I wasn't really worried about it being on camera, but I said I'm going to start more, sessions where I balance out this energy because without the box, it's heavy on my body. People see me, they be like, "Oh, you dog tired." And I'd be like, "The ancestors, man, it's heavy work that I do." And with this type of work or whatever, I actually took my finger off the box for a second to have this conversation, but they can turn it on by themselves if they want to. They can manipulate devices and things like that. Sometimes my light flickers. One will go out, the other one will go out. One spirit in here that's very, very strong. It can, and I won't say it, he can open doors. And me and my husband have seen him. So let me turn it back on. But if, you know, hi, sweetie. That's my grandma, my great grandma. I have a picture of her up on my altar. She speaks to me all the time. And sometimes, because of how much energy it takes for them to come through, it doesn't always sound like you would think they sound. I told y'all about having arguments, but my great grandmother started knocking things over, and then I would find hangers in my hallway. And I called my dad, and he said back in the day when you didn't listen, great grandma, she used to get the hanger and whoop you. So she come in, she say, "Hi, sweetie." And I never met the woman and everything, but I have her picture. So, God, excuse me. Uh, I'll been still for me. Heard him say my name, Goddess. God is watching. God is watching. You heard that. Can't make it up. Is God watching over me? Absolutely. You heard it. Absolutely. So I can, and I'm gonna leave it playing in between me talking. Um, I see and hear God, and people think that it's a joke. You know, they think that I'm making it up. They think that I just turned it down a little bit. Um, they think that I make it up. They think that I don't communicate with God. I don't need, like I said, devices or anything like that, but it does help take the heaviness off of your own spirit, your living spirit. And all of these aren't dead spirits. Let me just clear that up. The more intelligent, stronger energies, these are actual deities, as you heard Set. He said his name, and I always acknowledge Set at night and Amun Rai in the morning, or Amen. So, and the fact that they let me know she loved laughing this one. So it's just different energies that come through that you guys can now see on camera. Every now and then, something, I do love you. Yes, I do. I love you too. Um, every now and then, it'll sound like it's a negative force coming through, you know, but I'm not afraid of those energies because they're not here to harm me. They actually, see, they're not here to harm me. They they guard me. Does anyone want to explain why you guard me? Oh, now the little girl, she loves when I sing. She always in the room with me when I sing. For the first time ever, I heard my song that I wrote called Dream that's actually on Loudly come across the airways. They wanted to hear the song. So say that again. I'm different. You heard that? I posted that this morning. You gotta speak clearly because some of you talk at the same time, and I need to be able to hear you individually. So everybody gets a turn to say something. They sing my music back. And as you can see, I'm not clicking on any apps or anything like that. I'm literally pressing the button for channels. And what comes through is white noise, and they use that. See? I'm a threat. And that's something that I know that certain energies they don't always get along, but they don't see. And after a while, when you have a gift like mine, you get used to hearing things in the night, whispers in your ear, things like that. So whenever, sorry, I got people trying to call me. Whenever I hear something that may sound negative or anything that gives my spirit pause, I get up and I say it, or I get up and I use the Palo Santo, Palo Santo sticks, or rosemary or thyme. Also pine to sage the space. Y'all active today. Something going on in the world that I don't know. What y'all think about all these UFOs? Help you do what? What do you need my help with? When they try to all talk this out the same at the same time, you'll just get inaudible things. You'll get I've gotten laughs, just laughing, things like that. Because I keep my place pretty happy, so and they're not shy when I got a camera on. The spirits are not shy, and I want y'all to learn this about the spirit world. This spirit world is not shy, and these are not all passed on spirit. Your intelligence speaking and things and of that nature. These are not dead people. These are some of them are ancestral spirits, and others are actual deities. You know that I communicate with. But this is a way for you to see um, some of what I do because usually I just, let it play. I don't really ask questions or anything. If they say something that sparks a question, then of course I'm going to ask a question. But other than that, I don't really have to ask questions. Spirits talk. Let the little girl speak again. Trying to come through, but it takes a lot. That's another entity. It's a trickster spirit, but they know I'm not afraid. They know I can get rid of them if I choose. They don't like it when I tell them they have to go for the day. Oh, you so lonely? Why are you so lonely? I'm here. I know how that feels to feel lonely. Being in a space by yourself feeling lonely or being in a crowded room being lonely. I think it's natural. You should go visit your family. Is there someone you want me to contact? Say that again. If I keep changing channels, then this specific spirit box will pop up ads. But if I stick to one channel, no ads pop up. So I love this app. I will say, out of all the ones that I've seen, and I've researched this one called Spirit Box Communicator, it's simple. It's just white noise. So there's like I showed you guys. It's literally an app where white noise just pumps out of your phone, and they use the energy of the white noise and the energy of your phone. That's why I always keep it on the charger, because sometimes my phone dies. Sometimes they knock the power out. Like, if you want the world to know your name, just say it. I know Set's here. Very hot. Yeah, that was Set's voice that comes through. Um, I talk about Egypt a lot. Why are you crying today? Don't cry. I wish you peace and love and blessings and the power to move on. Ashe. Oh, some, oh, see, the other ancestors will kick out negative entities. Anything demonic, the ancestors will say, get out. And then earlier I had one of the female deities says, you gotta leave. So um they kick them out for me. They don't allow any demonic energies in my space. They kick them out. There's actually a little girl standing like off to the side of me. I just seen her walk in the room. This is what people call me crazy for, because usually I have my headphones in and they don't know that I'm listening to the box as I walk around. And even near my altar's on this side of the room. And the closer I am to my altar, they'll that's the negative energy that they kick out. He doesn't always like to leave. Every now and then. If he doesn't leave, I'll burn sage. You want me to burn the sage? Oh, he left. I can't play with you right now. This is over multiple frequencies. You can't make this up. You got a lot of apps out here that are fake and generate sounds for you to hear. The name of this app, like I said, is Spirit Box, Spirit Communicator. It's called Spirit Box. Um, when you look at it, you be like, "Oh, it's just one of those apps that is a prank to people." And this one is not. This one was actually developed by paranormal investigators. This one is a legit one, and I went did my research and things like that. And it's more simple. It's not complicated. I don't have to, I don't need to like clean up the waves that come through. I can do that on the computer that I'm taping the session on. But I don't want to pollute what comes through, whether it be audible or not. They're also teaching me different languages. Anybody got a word of the day? That's Danny. Danny was troubled in life. Danny, how do you want me to help you? Because you asked me not to make you leave. That's the old man. Yes, we are. Danny wants me to help him, his family. I posted about him, and that's my family. You know, I have family you can see and family you can't. You know, I can't understand you when you cry. You gotta hold it together today. I turned the air off. My husband keeps it really cold in here. So some of the energies that come here, they don't like it. It's not time for the heat yet. Say that again. Is this a better channel? Use the energy around the room. How many of you are there? And it sometimes goes dead quiet like this. How many of you are there? 30. You want me to come and play? When she says please come and play, she's talking about music. She loves music. She loves when I get in my bag. Now you talk about my husband. He'd be sad alone, is what she said. I'm going to connect mentally um, because I let go. I changed the channel too many times. Um, I'm going to mentally tap in to help them come through. So, and get comfortable. I always get comfortable, you know. So, as you can see, I'm just laying on the couch, you know. He's a little scared too. That darker voice that came through, he doesn't like the fact that I use the box. He always tells me to get off of it. Yeah, you sound different coming through here. Yeah. See, they're used to me not having to play it out loud, so they don't get to hear themselves, but today they're kind of channeling through me and they can hear themselves. Your voice sounds different. That's because this is an electronic device. I told people this building was haunted. They didn't believe me. They think I'm batshit crazy in a different way. Whichever one of you are draining me right now, you need to back up just a little because it's kind of heavy. I don't want to be drained. I just want to. Hmm. How do you like our new apartment, though? You guys like the fact that we left Chester? How do you guys like the world today with everything that's going on with racism? Does racism bother you as much as it did before? I'm sorry, call came through. They can go to voicemail. She said it's supposed to be better. I've been saying that for years. I think it's gotten worse. Racism is all over the place. Oh, goodness. Leave him alone, you guys. Don't gang up. I am a set. You heard that? Afternoon, a set. Afternoon. I hate when I go through the frequencies and then a commercial pops up. But it's alright. Like, it's not as bad as other apps. You know, of course you would want an app that doesn't have like any apps, but they gotta get paid too, so it doesn't bother me. You can't hear me. Now when the gods come through, like you heard, you want me to I can't I know I'm supposed to take care of them. They're talking about the statues. My husband, I have been telling him to set up his altar and they want to be set up. Yeah, I'm tapped into the energy in the air, so I audibly hear as well as pick up on the spirit box. And when he sets up his altar and I clean, I have to make sure that I make sure it stays how I keep my altar. It stays clean. Stop scaring her before I make you leave. I don't like when y'all fight. Because then y'all get loud in my head. Come where? What part of the house? Come upstairs? I can't come upstairs. There's people living up there. have to get permission to enter their space, and they may not want a spiritual person in their house. Okay, Danny? I know you said you were lonely, but I can't go up there and cleanse their space without their permission. That's why I allow you down here. Is there something about upstairs that I need to know? I know you're near me. You know, get under the blanket with me. There's room on the couch. Oh, she's right there. The indent. She sat down. I told you gonna see and hear around me. What do you have to say to the world that says I'm not a psychic? They laugh. They said, cut it out. Just cut it out. This universe is insolent. In what way? That didn't come through clear enough. You have to say it again, but you have to speak slowly so that I can understand you. I want you to be able to understand you when you speak through the box. It's the same way when I hear you without the box. I need you to speak clearly and concisely. And I know you guys can do it. And the gods, I don't have to say anything to, like you heard, they let you know who they are, and I don't have to ask. What other gods are present? I don't know if the camera caught that. I'd have to rewind back. She just ran. You're back. If anybody wants to tell me their name, you guys can just say it. I will say when a Set or any of the Egyptian gods speak, no other spirits speak. Period. I asked if any of the gods that are present in my home want to say their name. You can. Ashe. You know what is one that people always ask me? They always ask me to ask is Papa Legba in my space because of my nickname is Goddess Legba. I never really asked that before. I see him, I know he's around and things like that. Papa, is Papa Legba here? You could do it. Muster up the strength. Use the frequencies. Yeah, I get a tingly or I sneeze. Excuse me. I'll dance with you. And if you know me from my videos in Chester, I do dance for Papa Legba. I do a shimmy dance. He's here. Hmm. You gotta try a little bit harder to come through. Focus your energy and on the frequency, and the gods will show you how. The gods will show you. Well, I'm gonna stop there because it's been almost an hour, and I hope you guys enjoy this.